Welcome back everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another video here at The Popular Room in part 2 of this blog series. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you check out part 1 of the series where we discuss the Neighborhood Talk, Impressive, and Black Tea blog. There'll be a link in the description below for that video. Now today though, we're back with a fresh crop of blogs, if you want to call them that has a tendency to use Cardi's name for clickbait and also use their personal outlets to attack Cardi. Now, as we said in the first video, no celebrity is safe from public scrutiny, but again, none gets it as bad as Cardi B. But I'm not going to ramble too much to start this one off, so settle in and let's hop into it. This one is a no-brainer for obvious reasons. This blog is owned by former Love and Hip Hop personality and self-proclaimed stiletto expert, Ra Ali. Now, we all know this person is very close friends with another female rapper who's had issues with Cardi in the past, so it's no shock that this person continues to use their platform to bash Cardi B and bait her into arguments any chance she gets. Now, related but unrelated, following Jessie Woo coming at Cardi B unprovoked, if you haven't seen that video, check it out, a video randomly resurfaced of Ra Ali along with Jessie Woo showing ties and affiliation, so the links between people is very interesting, but I digress. Back to the topic. Following the infamous 2018 Harper's Bazaar party, it was alleged that Ra Ali had attacked Cardi to the point of leaving the knot on her forehead, despite there being proof of Ra Ali's social distancing at the event before that was even a thing. Now, it was broken down by Lidiana Vasquez of Access on the Whitney Williams show, saying that there was no way anybody other than security could have caused that mark.
Everyone's saying that there was this whole altercation. These two girls were so far apart, there was no way that Nicki or Cardi even touched each other. That bump on her head definitely came from a security guard.
Now, there may have been some disagreements beforehand. However, it was this event that spearheaded this ongoing harassment towards Cardi B. Now, Ra Ali has attacked Cardi on several personal levels, referring to Cardi as too mentally incapacitated to comprehend, speaking on past infidelity issues between Cardi and Offset, and even going so far as to say what sounded like a physical threat of harm to me.
I got 1 in the chamber, 14 in the clip, and this was a warning shot.
Now, that audio was in response to someone coming to Cardi's defense against that Fashion Week event. So how does someone supporting Cardi turn into this alleged threat of harm towards her? Again, all of this on her blog channel. So how is anyone supposed to take you seriously when you can't separate personal issues with business affairs? Now, there was a period of time where things had seemed to calm down between Cardi B and Ra Ali, but I guess when your only source of traction to your page is by name dropping Cardi, you gotta think quick, and things brewed up again in March of this year when the It's On Site account posted a diss track from an artist who took aim at Cardi, and the diss also included a line about her then 2-year-old daughter Culture. Following a series of tweets from Cardi blasting Ra, she decided to run to her blog playing victim with this headline. Now, in the screenshot, you can clearly see Cardi say that she DM'd Ra Ali to talk things out like women, which was obviously ignored by Ra. Mind you, in part 1 of this series, we posted a clip of Armand Wiggins speaking out about how Cardi came to him to clear things up, yet Cardi has continued to be painted as this confrontational person. Considering Cardi and Ra's history, she was still willing to clear the air. Now, following this entire altercation, Ra Ali stood by her company posting the diss track, knowing that 1, her and Cardi are not on good terms, and 2, she is the company. Being the head of something, you would think that things would be cleared by you before being posted. So that's an error on her part. Now, Cardi is not even the only public figure to be attacked by this blog, as social media influencer and entrepreneur Ari Fletcher also suffered ongoing attacks, to the point of Ari allegedly serving Ra Ali with a cease and desist letter to no longer post or talk about her on her blog. Now, just a few months ago, after Cardi announced her second pregnancy, Ra Ali felt the need to attack Cardi once again. Now, after posting her pregnancy photo on Instagram, which had become the most liked photo by a female rapper on the platform, Ra Ali proceeded to post fake screenshots saying that Cardi's pregnancy post was sponsored and being done so just to get more likes, despite the screenshot originally being posted and spread by a stan account on Twitter. Again, this was the only screenshot of this sponsored post being circulated, and one way to know that it is fake is that there's no blue checkmark beside Cardi's name right here. Now, all out of left field, and again out of jealousy because of Instagram likes.
This is really embarrassing.
Now, I don't know what kind of misery lives in Ra Ali's heart, but I hope she gets that figured out. It's crazy how she recently had a baby just last year, after previously suffering a miscarriage, yet had the nerve to attack Cardi during her pregnancy just to pull attention from Cardi's pregnancy announcement? I'm sure there's something brewing in Riley's spirit to find another reason to come at Cardi unprovoked. But let's hope she's learned her lesson from an associate of hers that's currently being sued by Cardi. Now, we'll get into that in a little bit. That's So Bold, formerly known as That's So Beyonce, before being suspended and having to rebrand, is notorious for their slanderous content against Cardi. This is the same outlet that appeared on an episode of Queen Radio following the Harper's Bazaar incident, again fueling more hate towards Cardi. That's So Bold is no stranger to posting clickbait titles and articles on their YouTube page about Cardi. Now, just last year, this blog spearheaded a story alleging that Cardi was exposed for having a Finsta, which led to a whole Cardi B is canceled hashtag trending on Twitter. Now, this blog was claiming that Cardi was shading artists such as Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj, also saying that this Finsta was actually Cardi's because Cardi's hairstylist, makeup artist, and sister all allegedly followed the account. Now, this blog also alleged that Lil' Kim commented on a post as well. Of course, this was all debunked. This account was also alleging that Cardi was talking negatively about Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion, which Cardi cleared up as well. She actually took to her Twitter to say this.
Doja Cat, Meg, and it's like I have spoken to Doja Cat before, and my hairstylist do her hair, and Meg's team. I know a lot of people that work in Meg's team, and they get along really good with my team. And if I had issues with anybody, my team wouldn't even talk to nobody that have issues that I have issues with. So I don't even have issues with none of these girls. I don't even know why you guys want me to have issues with these people so badly.
Now, I'll never understand how people can post things with full conviction of it being real, knowing the possible legal consequences that could come from it. Right, Tasha K? But in true Cardi fashion, though, she gave us another iconic social media moment with this one.
You know, I haven't released any music like in 8 months. So it's like, if I only been posting on Instagram and eating food and that still bother ya, that just means I'm really that important in your heart and my presence really bother your soul. And guess what? I don't give a damn. Bye.
Now, this outlet recently posted a story alleging that Cardi signed to Warner, which owns TMZ, as a way to make ties between TMZ posting articles about another female rapper and an ongoing legal situation they're facing, which coincidentally, this outlet, just like many others, have been super silent about. Now, to make things clear, Cardi B did not sign a record deal with Warner Music. She signed a publishing deal with Warner Chappell Music, which would see that her entire catalog be moved from Sony Music Publishing, gearing up for the release of the second album. Two totally different things. The links people go to tie Cardi to anything else negative is just sad at this point. Even so much as following the recent release of Bia's Whole Lotta Money remix, this channel made this video, and in the video claims that Cardi's jealousy of the remix led to Cardi unfollowing Bia on Instagram. However, Cardi never followed Bia on Instagram to begin with. Bia was following Cardi though at one point. The only engagement Cardi has really shown Bia has been in the form of a video she posted on her IG stories vibing to the original song, in which Bia posted on her social media. Now, this is no shade at all to Bia, just a point of reference in showing how Cardi has always been targeted for things not pertaining to her. Even as recently as following the announcement of her feature Rumors with Lizzo, this blog took to Instagram and posted fake comments from Cardi, alleging that she posted and deleted them. Now, this post simply was about the single being released, so why would Cardi find her way into the comment section to say anything? Even Cardi herself had to address this on Twitter. Now, for whatever reason, their Twitter account has since been suspended, but this just goes to show that when you have a battery placed in your back, you'll stop at no lengths to slander someone else's name, even when that person just lives their life and does what's needed to do to provide for their family. Now let's continue to connect the dots with the association of all these blogs, as our next media outlet has ties with That's So Bold, as seen here with an entire takeover stream they collaborated on. Millie, better known as Malago Grams, as on Instagram and Station Head and Mob Radio on YouTube, is a very villainous and flip-floppy person when it comes to Cardi B. Now, this is the same blogger that claims that Cardi B is always attacking black women and using this trope to target Cardi for her own personal gain. Yet, she's shown support for Cardi, saying that with Cardi's lineage being from the islands, she considers Cardi one of us.
guess what? You still one of us when it's all said and done. So I'm still gonna ride for you. Cardi's still one of our people. So if I see somebody coming at one of my people, at the end of the day, one of my people, Cardi like our cousin, if you want to break it down like that. Cardi one of my motherfucking people.
Okay. Now what's funny about this blogger is that they were once a Cardi B fan and spoke out in support of her, especially with her winning her Grammy Award.
Cardi B truly represents the American dream. Think about where she was 6 or 7 years ago, and now she's won a Grammy.
Now this is also what Millie said about Cardi in a now deleted video, again speaking highly of Cardi.
So if you took me being a Cardi fan because I spoke my piece, then bitch it is what it is, because my people know and I ain't gotta defend this shit. Y'all not finna dog that girl out and I hear it and I ain't gonna say shit and just be wrong because it's easy to do it right now. I don't fuck with that.
Shout out to YouTube channel Tasha Talks Truth for posting the now deleted audio. Now Millie has also said the following about blogger Tasha K, who she felt was coming at Cardi unprovoked.
And right now, somebody gonna say, well, Tasha K is black, but that whole cooning, so stay over there.
Now, even with all of this, Millie did not really start bashing Cardi, allegedly until she became close friends with Ra Ali, and she saw the opportunity to grow her platforms by doing so, and also using a certain fan base to do so as well, despite Millie coming at their fave too. She has also sided with the previously mentioned Ra Ali several times in her attacks against Cardi, including joining her on Stationhead to speak negatively on Cardi. Now what's unfortunate about this outlet is that they stooped so low as to even attack Cardi's daughter Culture, a baby. Now, if you're easily triggered, you may want to skip ahead about 10 seconds.
Cardi B, you are hereby counseled indefinitely. You a trash ass bitch. You lame as fuck. All you do is lie like a cheap ass rug. What else? I think that your baby is ugly.
Again, if these are the types of things being said about you and your child, how would you react? It's time to stop painting Cardi as the villain when she reacts to these bloggers when these are the type of things she's defending herself and her family against. Now, Cardi is a rapper and an entertainer, and that is what she puts forth for judgment and critique, and should be critiqued on those things alone. At no point should Cardi's child be brought up in whatever personal feelings you're having about somebody. Now, are we still connecting the dots here? Because Millie's association and ties with the previously mentioned blog It's On Site shows where her allegiances lie, and with that, shows that this is just another ongoing saga of what I'm sure to be continued harassment. Now, if you've stuck with us for this long, we appreciate you, but we're not done just yet, because we have one more name to cross off the list. By now, I would think everyone knows the ongoing issues between Cardi B and Tasha K. Issues didn't really arise between the two until after the Harper's Bazaar incident that occurred back in 2018. Now, coincidence? I think not. Tasha went on a rampage against Cardi, going so far as to posting over a dozen videos defaming Cardi with unfounded allegations, insinuating things about Cardi's personal life as well.
And as far as I'm concerned, nobody can defame a person who was already defamed herself, fucking herself with beer bottles on fucking stripper stages and dildos.
Now, Cardi paid this blogger dust for quite a while. However, things kind of escalated to a point where Cardi was no longer willing to just sit back and remain quiet, and things would eventually turn legal. This all reached the boiling point when Tasha K invited a woman on her YouTube channel by the name of Star Marie, who claimed to be a former roommate of Cardi during their strip club days. Now, Star Marie began retelling lies as facts, and Tasha ate it on up, snowballing allegations that Cardi had herpes, Cardi was a drug addict, and also saying that Cardi was a prostitute.
But Cardi was this her first time prostituting that you knew of?
This was her first time prostituting that I knew of, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This was the first time that I knew of.
Okay. So you guys were living together.
Yes, and
at
she
the
had
time.
right.
And she had herpes outbreaks on her mouth.
Yes.
Now, Star Marie only cared about having her moment, and she knew that Tasha K would be the right person for it, considering no one else was willing to give her an interview during this time. Now, had Tasha K not had her on her channel, this story would have no legs to stand on. It was thought, though, that Star Marie was jealous of Cardi's successful transition from the strip club to reality TV and ultimately into music, as Star Marie had aspirations of being a rapper as well. Now, funny thing is, Star Marie also took to her Facebook with the now deleted post where she admitted to not even knowing Cardi. So again, this whole story was made up, but since Tasha K had this hatred towards Cardi and she knowingly gave someone a platform based on lies just to defame Cardi. Now, Cardi shot back by saying this. Now, due to Tasha K's continued harassment towards Cardi and posting videos and stories that were knowingly fake, Cardi filed an official lawsuit on Tasha for putting out false narratives about her sexual health. But what's funny about this is Tasha exposed herself in a now deleted video that she originally posted in September of 2020, in which she admitted her stories about Cardi were false, yet she published them anyway. Now, while we don't have the audio from that video, we do have the court documents, courtesy of allhiphop.com. Now, after refusing to take down the damaging videos of Cardi went online defending herself, and as she should. However, Tasha K alleged that Cardi had her friend trash her online and make threats of violence towards her, as Tasha K was pregnant at this time. Now, it's funny how people can attack a pregnant Cardi now, yet expected peace for themselves. Feeling the heat, Tasha did attempt to countersue Cardi, alleging emotional distress and stress, claiming that Cardi was a known member of the Blood Gang with tens of millions of fans that were threatening her livelihood and personal safety. However, Tasha K's countersuit was thrown out earlier this year because it had no warrant, and Tasha K was not able to show cause that Cardi had caused her any emotional distress. Now, Tasha attempted to show that she was unbothered by posting on Twitter, but we all know she felt that sting. But Cardi's lawsuit, however, still stands and is set to be seen in court here shortly. Cardi's lawsuit is for $75,000 in damages for slander, libel, invasion of privacy, no pun intended, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Cardi is also allegedly asked for all of Tasha K's profits from the videos and an order preventing Tasha K from publishing any statements regarding the things mentioned before again in the future. Now, Cardi is also asking the judge to make Tasha K pay for her attorney fees and a full retraction of all of her comments. So, needless to say, when Cardi's done, Tasha K may have to take out a PPP loan. Now, let this be a lesson to all the bloggers out there who continue to make slanderous posts about Cardi, thinking it's all in fun and games and for entertainment purposes. Let Tasha K be the lesson that you don't want to go into legal battle when it comes to Cardi B. Now, in the book of Belcalis Almanzar, chapter 3, verse 1, lawyer is a Jew. He gonna chew up all the charges. Now, one interesting thing about all of the blogs mentioned, with the exception of maybe one, is that they're all moderated by women of color. So I don't want to hear anything about Cardi only attacking black blogs when you get the point. And speaking out more on positive blogs though, we do want to shout out a few more that stand alongside Cardi and does not use every opportunity to tear her down. Now, when they do speak on her, it's always in support of her or to clear up any lies made about her. So shout out to Camille's Corner, Hollywood Unlocked, and Armand Wiggins that aren't scared to speak highly of Cardi, again, frequently recognizing her achievements and showing her genuine love and support. Now, if we missed any positive outlets, be sure to let us know in the comments below, and we'll be sure to shout them out in future videos. Now it's your turn to sound off. What do you all think of the blogs that target Cardi? With her being a celebrity, do you think it's warranted or is it a bit excessive? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, what other topics would you like to see us break down on the channel? Drop those comments as well, and we'll see you in the next video.